Relative clauses. Who, which, that. Introduction. Welcome to Grammar with Altaf. In today's lesson, we're going to learn about relative clauses, especially how to use the words who, which, and that. These are small words, but they help us join two ideas into one sentence more clearly and naturally. Many English learners get confused when deciding which word to use, so this video will make it easy for you to understand how and when to use them correctly. By the end of this video, you'll be able to make better, longer sentences and speak more fluently and accurately. What are relative clauses? Relative clauses give us more information about a noun, a person, place, thing, or idea in a sentence. We use them to connect ideas and avoid repeating information. There are two main parts in a sentence with a relative clause. The main clause, the main idea. The relative clause, extra information about a noun. Let's look at a basic example. Main sentence, I met a teacher. Extra information, she teaches English. We can join them like this. I met a teacher who teaches English. Here, who teaches English is the relative clause. It gives us more details about the teacher. The role of who, which, and that. These words are called relative pronouns. They help to introduce the relative clause and show what noun the extra information is about. Let's look at each one in detail. 1. Who. We use who when we are talking about people. It replaces the subject of the second sentence and tells us more about the person. Examples. The boy who lives next door is my friend. She's the singer who won the competition. I know a man who can speak 5 languages. In each of these, who gives us extra information about the person. Note, who is always used for people, never for animals or things. 2. Which. We use which when we talk about animals or things. It also gives us extra details about the noun in the sentence. Examples. I bought a laptop which is very fast. This is the book which I told you about. The dog which barked all night is finally quiet. Here, which adds more detail about things or animals, not people. 3. That. The word that is more flexible. It can be used for people, animals, or things, especially in everyday speaking or informal writing. Examples with people. The student that got the highest marks is very humble. She's the doctor that treated my father. Examples with things. This is the phone that I lost yesterday. I need a bag that can carry all my books. You can often use that instead of who or which, especially when the meaning is clear. But remember, in formal writing, it's better to use who for people and which for things. Common mistakes to avoid. Mixing up who, which, and that. Incorrect. The girl which helped me was kind. Correct. The girl who helped me was kind. Using who for things. Incorrect. The chair who is broken needs fixing. Correct. The chair which is broken needs fixing. Repeating the subject. Incorrect. The man who called me is here. Correct. The man who called me is here. You don't need to repeat the subject if it's already there in the relative clause. Defining versus non-defining relative clauses. Simple explanation. There are 2 types of relative clauses. 1. Defining relative clauses. These are necessary to understand the meaning of the sentence. Without them, the sentence would be incomplete or unclear. Example. The woman who is wearing red is my aunt. If we remove the clause, who is wearing red, we don't know which woman is being talked about. 2. Non-defining relative clauses. These only give extra information. The sentence still makes sense without them. We use commas to separate this clause. Example, my uncle who lives in Canada is coming next week. If we remove who lives in Canada, the sentence is still complete. My uncle is coming next week. Also, we never use that in non-defining relative clauses. When can we leave out the relative pronoun? Sometimes in spoken or informal English, we can leave out the relative pronoun, especially in object positions. Example, the movie that I watched was amazing. The movie I watched was amazing. Both are correct, but leaving out that is more natural in spoken English. But remember, if the relative pronoun is the subject of the clause, you can't remove it. Incorrect. The man lives next door is my teacher. Correct. The man who lives next door is my teacher. Practice time. Let's test your understanding. Try joining the following sentences using the correct relative pronoun. I have a friend. She lives in Lahore. This is the bike. It was stolen yesterday. He's the manager. I met him at the office. Answers. I have a friend who lives in Lahore. This is the bike which was stolen yesterday. He's the manager that I met at the office. Final tips. Use who for people. Use which for things or animals. Use that for both, especially in everyday English. Don't forget commas in non-defining clauses. Don't use that in non-defining clauses. Practice joining short sentences to master this easily. Conclusion. In this video, we learned how to use relative clauses with who, which, and that. We saw that. Who is used for people, which is used for things and animals. That can be used for both people and things in defining clauses. You also learned the difference between defining and non-defining clauses, and some common mistakes to avoid. By using these structures, you can speak more naturally and write more clearly in English. Thank you for watching Grammar with Altaf. Keep practicing, and you'll soon be making strong, confident sentences with ease. Don't forget to subscribe for more helpful grammar lessons.